You're watching the Bear Dice Club.
Last time you guys got ready to go, you guys made sure that you had all of your magic items, all of your food, all of your clothes, everything you needed. Are you ready? Who knows? We'll see what I decide. We'll see how we'll see how I decide to fuck with you guys and see how prepared you are.
Don't fuck me.
Unless you a bee, then I'm all for it.
But yeah,
What's
you
the
guys
deal with allied food? Okay.
You guys left for the
We left for the mountains and then immediately
yeah,
did
you guys left
what
for the mountain via
Tracy
tree.
told us not to do.
Via transportation. Via teleportation.
Oh man, train travel's not what it used to be.
That's right.
Teleportplantin.
Teleplantation. Oh no, that sounds bad.
Teleplantation. No, that just sounds like a place where you have cotton, but somebody remotely picks it.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
It's a teleplantation.
Anyway.
Oh my god, a remote plantation worker. That's wild.
We'll start a
There's
Dalmatian
no issues as long as you're paying
plantation.
them.
Anyways, yeah, you guys left. You ended up outside of this little village here.
Just because
apparently
it's
Habhab's is staying outside of the
doesn't
village.
mean there's forced labor.
But yeah, you ended up.
What does the interior of this
outside the
cabin
village.
look like?
Teresa asked
Do you
you
have a
guys
photo?
to enter the village once you guys got there before you left. But as it turns out, weather was not really permitting that, as you got here in the middle of a blizzard.
We come out of the
Snow is
tree.
flying, wind is blowing. Just real rough conditions all around, especially in the middle of the mountains, where it get real cold and real steep.
We came out of the
Those
tree and
things
Habs
don't necessarily
goes.
have anything to do with each other, but those are two defining characteristics of mountains: cold and steep.
not wrong.
What about also Rocky?
Rocky Mountain High.
Rocky.
But yeah, as you guys were outside, you made the decision like, hey, we should definitely camp here for the night because out there is dark and cold. Teresa finally relented, and you guys decided that you were just going to post up just inside.
Well, I didn't know you.
And we're giving her all the PTSD.
Yeah, as you guys made yourselves comfortable and started a fire and possibly pulled out some food for Cook-a-Layton, Teresa just kind of
Teresa had her feels.
I guess we won't eat.
just kind of like sat down against the wall and sort of like watched the shadows
Regular cheese or something.
dancing in the dark.
I mean, it's gonna be awful, but
the room.
and we won't waste the food.
Dancing in the dark.
Yes, watched. She seemed to see something in the shadows dancing on the walls of the room. What, you could not say, but it definitely seems to be holding her attention as you guys go about making camp for the evening.
There's a beholder in the shadows. Aaron and I thought the same thing.
Does Bernie detect anything? Like,
do you detect anything?
yeah, as far as like
What can you detect?
evil
I just noticed Shane is the
auras,
only
that kind of
is
thing.
the only hatless person here.
You don't detect any evil auras, that's for sure.
All right.
Shane, go get a hat. This is the hat episode.
Yeah, you don't detect any evil auras on items or You do have to concentrate on a single item or individual within 60 feet. So you you concentrate on like. Nope, you do have to concentrate on things. So you like scan the room. You're like, that cup looks suspicious. No, not that cup. That chair looks suspicious. No, okay, that chair's good. That 1974 Camaro looks suspicious.
This number
Nope,
of
nope.
evil auras.
It's not the
for
Camaro. That's
second
weird.
round.
Not suspicious, but how did it get here?
Camaro, that's weird.
It just says cone-shaped emanation.
On detect evil?
Yeah, so sense the presence of evil. That information revealed depends on how long you study an area or subject. So first round, is there
If you
evil?
go into your features, it says
Sight
at will, a
lines.
paladin can use detect evil as the spell. A paladin can, as a move action, concentrate on a single item or individual within 60 feet and determine if it is evil, learning the strength of its aura.
So as a
having
paladin
studied
thing, I don't just get the spell as it is. So there's a limitation on it. I never realized that.
Yep.
In all my time playing a paladin. I had a 6-level paladin
which-
once, never realized that.
To be fair, hasn't been that long. But yeah, as you guys are setting up camp for the evening,
I did play
Is there
Giant
anything you
Slayer
wish-
as a paladin.
you wish to do, anything you wish to say. 1958 Plymouth Fury. Why is the Plymouth Fury suspicious?
That's
Angry
the car
car.
from Christine.
That would
Is
be
that
suspicious.
I can never remember the name of that damn book. Thank you, Saw.
It's his goddamn
Fury?
tail fins. You just know Christine was asking for
It's
it.
so suspicious.
Anywho, as you guys are setting up camp, is there anything that you guys would like to do or say or magic or
What time of day is it right now?
How many sandwiches am I allowed?
you guys
Does
did
Ken
go
pass
to
when we're in
see
the
her
tree?
in the early morning, but this area is pretty far east, as well as being north.
Oh, so we're playing.
And you guys
timeline
did
third.
take a little while to get there and get to the
Timeline.
castle and like figure everything out. And I think you guys might have actually gone back to buy some stuff. So I would say midday to like early evening, with the time difference and everything.
How far are we from Ball and Walder right now?
Pretty far.
Really far. Like other side of the continent, essentially.
Travel by
we
plane
got-
So
distance.
much further than, say, Milheathalis or...
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, so is she from this area?
We don't know.
Teresa? Anybody ask?
Nobody's asked. She's been real sad.
Hey, Teresa, you from this area?
Smooth.
She doesn't respond.
Guess not. I have no insight, or whatever you call it in this game.
Actually, I don't
So-
think any one of you guys is like super great at what is it in this game? Sense motive.
motive. I have 0 bonuses to it.
I will do it.
I've got a +6.
+6. Sam also +6.
But that's just because I'm
have
a
a-
con gal.
Oh, hey.
Nice, 24.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go. 24.
Pretty
Um,
fucking good.
What
She has
exactly are you
lots
trying to
of
sense here?
PTSD.
Yeah, I have
What's your
+8,
sense
actually.
motive? What motive is your sensing?
Yeah, what read are you trying to get off of her?
What's the deal?
What's the
Oh, no, Oh no, we're on a Seinfeld kick. This is the worst timeline.
So
yada,
you don't
yada,
know
yada.
exactly what the deal is, but you get the sense that whatever is going on, Teresa has some sort of connection to this place. Like, people that react like this to seeing a place.
Do I still have that thing?
What thing?
The necklace brooch.
Hero point. Oh,
Thing.
that thing. Yeah.
Pontiac Fiero? Why all the Pontiacs?
Pontiacs are villainous cars, man.
I mean, I guess.
Do I still have that mind reader brooch or necklace or headband or whatever the hell it was?
Oh no, she took that back after the
Does she still have it on her?
yeah, she does.
Hmm.
It gonna do anything with that information? No?
He's going to stroke his chin and go,
Someone's gonna stroke her fake beard and then go over to Knox and be like, "Hey, Knox, is there any way you can get that, like, very quietly, like, roll a stealth check quietly?" Burp.
Yeah, I could probably do that. Easy peasy.
Can,
Lemon
can
squeezy.
pick it off.
Yeah, here. I'll do this.
We're using mine and Knox's newly made shorthand language.
Yeah. Go ahead and break me off a little bit of that if you would.
It's called Semcant.
Yeah, it's like thieves can't, but Sam's real bad at it.
Sem
so-
can't be quiet. Is that what it is?
She tells me what she wants, and I go, sure, why not? How do I do this?
Sem
Just,
can't be
just a
without
few
it. There we go.
suggestions that you can communicate. Steal that. Okay.
Then we can figure out what's going on in her mind brains.
Can I go
Open
out for a
that,
smoke?
okay.
Turn
You're
invisible.
fucking cold out.
Here's my question. Does Knox smoke?
Yes, we've been over this.
Yeah, he's constantly rolling up his own smoke too. He learned it from
You
craft.
literally let me do a craft cigarette checks. So
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if you want to go out and smoke, that's fine.
He picked up
Okay.
the bad habit from Crass, I think.
but I'm gonna go out and smoke. I'm gonna turn invisible, and then before the door closes on itself, I'm gonna come back in and try to sleight of hand that thing off of her.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This is all to figure out. I mean, we're not gonna keep it.
Yeah, okay, so
just wanna know what she's
32
thinking.
stealth check.
That's from Sem telling me what's going on.
Okay.
Well, telling me to steal the thing. I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, that was me.
Or
Yeah, that
care.
was my stuff to tell
But-
him about it before. So
Yeah,
she-
learn how to read, dork.
He knows how to read.
Keeping
Just
it
doesn't.
classic.
Can I
You really need
reroll
to.
that?
You really need to. To
It's
have
up to you
your
if that's where you
over.
want to use your
hero point.
That's
hero
fine.
point.
That's fine.
You do remember
I don't
that
really
invisibility does give you a bonus to stealth.
Yeah, but I'm trying to take something from someone, so that's all sleight of hand. That doesn't give me a bonus to sleight of hand, does it?
No.
So
I guess this
I'll roll
would
my
be a
s-
small object, though.
Ooh.
Nice.
Bro, dude.
You really need to float your virtual dice in a bowl of water.
I mean, they roll fine in combat. They just roll awful out of combat.
That's why I have this.
What are you pointing at? Your
Pointing the wrong
chair?
way.
Are you
This.
cursing us with that little video?
No, this is for me.
Eventually, all those ones will add up to 1,000, and then Sem will roll at 2.
Okay. So that is your sleight of hand skill check. Okay.
He did it.
Nerf.
Oh, that was your sleight of hand. Okay, so 20. She is wearing what she's got going at the moment. Let me see some rules for sleight of hand here.
How distracted is she?
Well, let's see here.
She's staring into a fire. That's very distracted. You ever stared into a fire? You'd lose yourself in that. awesome.
You never did roll a stealth check to see how well you could sneak up on her.
DC 20 to take something unnoticed. Okay. Let me roll a stealthy checky.
A slight stealth.
A slight stealth check.
4.
Probably a 1.
12. Not bad.
30, so that is like a 50
that
with the
be-
plus 20 from invisibility.
Would that be 52? Is he counting
If it's-
concealment?
Just
Oh
saying,
no,
if it's
from
dark in here-
darkness.
Yeah.
Not dark. There's a fire
So
going.
here's the thing. She's not currently wearing it. It's stowed in her pack.
Would Sem have told me that or known?
Yeah, you guys watched her take it off of Sam and put it back in her put it in her pack.
Okay. Well, so then I just try to take it out of the pack, I notice.
That's my favorite kind of toad.
So 20 is the DC for taking something off of somebody's person.
So wouldn't it be less to take it off a pack that they're not even holding?
Depends on where it is in the pack. That's the thing that it depends on whether you know where it is in the pack.
I just want to be very
Ooh.
clear. Some doesn't want to keep this item.
I know. Here's what I'm going to do. This one is really close because you hit the DC exactly, but it's not exactly on her person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a...
Perception.
Nope.
Should I roll something, considering I'm right next to it?
The coin did not like you. That one came up tails. As you are rummaging around in her pack, the other thing that sucks is, you know, she's kind of like leaning on her pack as you normally would in the corner, and Aewen is sitting right next to her.
She's leaning on her pack? I didn't know that. I thought I'd just be sitting next to her.
Well,
I probably
she's
would
kind of
really-
like got our what?
I don't know if I would go for it if she's literally leaning on it. know what I mean?
We could also
Yeah,
wait
she
until
kind
it's
of
a
she
more
kind of just sort of
opportune
slumped
time.
down in the corner, like with her pack, and just sort of like sat back. You get there, you actually do manage to get your hand sort of like into the pack, but you can't, like, trying to like get your hand around in there. You just don't think that you can actually get anything out without alerting her.
Fair enough.
Could have been worse. You could have cut Tom and Jerry'd your hand into a mousetrap in her bag.
Oh, stab myself with a dagger. Oh, it's poisoned. Ah, that sucks.
You're just out of nowhere.
That would be kind of hilarious, just seeing
That's a
Knox
nat
standing
one.
there like invisible, just going.
Just that
I
scene from
guess-
Adventure Time when Jake gets bit by the spider.
I guess I would go back to Sem and like, I don't know. I'd be like, "Can you open the door?"
Yeah, Sam's gonna open the door like a
I
child
wonder
and
if
stand
Knox
there
is
with the
done
door
with his
open.
cigarette.
And then I will go outside,
And
turn
Habhab's is just
invisible,
like-
and come back in.
I am also curious, but not as loudly curious.
So, if being unseen is invisible, would being seen again be out visible?
Shut up.
Stop. I think it's called visible.
Yeah, but that's far less fun. I like going out visible.
I like.
I do it
going
every
out
day.
like a gangster.
When I come back in, I tell Sem, maybe at a more
Maybe
opportune
later.
time.
All right.
I
Are there
think
any other
Bernie
shenanigans
would
you guys
just
like to get into?
ask her outright. So seeing
Oh,
as
Bernie-
you really did
Bernie's
not
making a
want
move.
us to come into this place, I don't know, for the sake of our safety, what's got you so spooked about this place anyway? And he's gonna roll
Are
a
we in danger?
diplomacy check.
Probably ghosts.
She said, by any means, avoid this place. And now we're in the place. 21.
21.
Right, 21.
Yeah. So I think she would just say she would just sort of say to you guys, to Bernie,
That's good.
just
Pretty spicy, but it's a good amount of spicy.
this
Knox's nudes.
is not a, this was a good place once, but it is not so anymore. Terrible things have happened here, and it's best to just leave it alone, I think.
Well, isn't this just an upbeat snowstorm?
I don't know. I guess, are there like windows in this
You
room?
expected the bleakness of the north to be inspiring? This is
Can
where
be.
I live. It's
There
depressing as fuck.
I'm not getting in and I'll fight him in D.
There are some
True. It's so true.
windows that are sort of like not windows like we would think of windows, but windows that do have sort of like that are just sort of like slits in the wall that have like thick wooden like
Shutters?
shutters, there we go, that are covering them.
What I'm kind of looking for is to kind of gain, just since she's not being entirely helpful at all. I'd like to kind of see what I can glean just from my environment. What can I learn about just by looking around? Am I seeing anything
Where is
like?
Namiad when you need him?
Do you have a
Okay,
history
right.
check?
No,
Or
no
maybe
history.
an engineering check?
No, but I have local. I'm looking for like symbols.
What knowledge do you
that
have
kind
of this
thing.
place?
Maybe I heard a story in a tavern somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe if this place has any connection with Ballenwald, which is where Bernie's from. So I'd like perception just to see if anything sticks out to me. And then if I find anything like that, I don't know if a knowledge check would be
So
helpful at all.
perception.
So I rolled a 20 on perception.
You're not getting a whole lot from in here. This is just sort of an old gatehouse from the looks of it. Like it looks like this is kind of where
The guards could hide away for a cuppa.
yeah, so it looks like down here you can get up to these stairs that lead up to the top of the tower, as well as, you know, go up onto the wall up here.
Don't go up to the top of the tower because that's where General What's his name is and his 2 celestial knights.
Who?
Bringing out a fucking Elden Ring reference. This old
Yeah, that you have to
in
fight.
this economy.
Your mother was a hamster. I don't know.
And your
I fought him
father
in a
smelled like
snowstorm.
big
Fetch
dumps.
Lavash.
Vegelevage.
We're French
So-
and we hate you.
Yeah,
Classic
you
joke.
don't actually see anything in here. It's the one thing that does strike you as odd is how well preserved this building is.
Mhm.
It does sort of look like the people just kind of like up and left. Like
Mhm.
not like in the middle of anything, but like dishes are still like stacked. There was a cauldron in here as well as like a teapot for you guys to use so you could boil water.
Was there any
This
food in
building is fully functional. No, there was no food.
So
Not
it's less
okay.
they
Food.
moved out and more they just didn't want to be here anymore.
here? Well, they probably left with the food, right? Because of the snowy.
Or maybe
Probably did
they
that.
had snow madness.
Well, I was
Or they
curious
take-
if there's anything rotting here.
How would we get up to here, to this level here? I'm pinging.
You can get out. There's an exit out of the door here that leads directly into the tower. So you can get you can walk up the tower into the onto the wall here.
You open the
What's
door
the
and it
weather
was just
So
very
Sam-
snowy.
Sen cast
White
a
out.
spell on us. Was it Endure Elements?
Endure
What was
Elements,
it?
I believe.
Elements.
Okay.
3 hours each.
So 3 hours. So if I step outside, I'll be okay
Oh, 1
for
hour
now, right?
each?
Yeah.
Can I go out for an
Okay.
actual smoke this time?
Yes, I'm not going to stop you.
Jesus.
You ever seen that movie, The Hateful Eight?
No, but
Yeah.
I've wanted to. That's like a
It's very
4-hour
good.
movie.
Oh,
It's a very good movie, but every time they open the door in the blizzard, I'm just picturing that scene from the movie. You gotta nail it shut. Close the door.
You need 2 pieces of wood.
I mean, it's probably
So-
exactly like that.
It's an excellent movie, and I highly recommend anyone here or watching now or in the future go watch it. It's an excellent movie.
Were you
If you
All right, so are you
haven't-
going up to the wall?
where you going, Bernie?
Not yet. Just take a bit of a walk since Miss not too helpful back there's being, well, not too helpful. I figured I'd wander around myself and
Let me know if Pig's
Say-
up there.
3 hours of
Say-
Endure Elements, so however much time has passed, including the catto.
take a look at that thing over there.
I doubt the cat's coming out in the snow.
He
What are we
points
looking at?
over to the very large dummy. It's got spears in it.
Hey, don't call Knox that.
Maybe they're fighting a lot of Morys or something. I don't know.
If you want, you can make a knowledge. This would be a knowledge local or a knowledge
Yeah, but that's
History
15 by 15, so that's
or
that's a
Both
huge
have
creature.
knowledge local. Let's roll some knowledge local. Ah, damn, it wanted to be a 20. It really wanted to. 16.
Nice.
14.
I would say that
Here, dice.
It's too cold.
It's too
well, no, I would say that you would know this,
cold.
Knox, especially with between the two of you. I think you would probably know this, especially since Knox has spent time in, like, grew up in the mountains. Mountains are known to a known hangout for giants. Giants tend to live in the mountains.
I guess I would say something along the lines of, well, when I was a kid, we always heard stories of giants in the mountains, so maybe they were fighting giants. Maybe they're actually real.
It's kinda what I
He's a
was
big Ben.
thinking.
Yep.
Would I know
Might
that
be
they're real?
something giant.
I guess. Is that a
I
normal
think
thing?
you would. I don't think Knox ever actually saw giants. I think it would be exactly like you described. You heard stories about them,
Right.
but like you never knew whether or not they were just like your mom trying to scare you, or if they were something that really did
yeah,
were
keep me away
lurking
from
up.
the mountains because that's where the orcs probably are too. So
Yeah.
That was always such a potent tool to keep kids in line back then. Don't do X, or else X will eat you.
chupacabra.
That's right.
Do I see any like symbols on this red flag here that
I was going to
Just
say
take note
one
of-
of the things that I said on the way in is that most of these flags have like are threadbare and like wind whipped to the point where like they are you can still kind of see
Makes
them there,
sense.
but like they're like mostly threads at this point.
So, you
A
reckon
lot of-
people cleared out after too many giants were threatening their homeland?
Could have been giants. Could have been the weather. I mean, hell, this sucks, man.
All these red flags in here. I think a lot of guys in here said they were gonna go home and marry their sweetheart once the war is over.
You're not out here.
It's the omnipresent Thomas speaking. Aewen's not going out there. You kidding me? It's cold as fuck.
Probably get a better look up here.
Yeah.
How high is this?
Might find something up there.
About as high as you like.
Runs just about parallel with the mountain top up here, sort of like a craggy area that does lead a little bit higher up, but it runs just about to sort of where it starts to really taper up here.
I wonder if there's a beacon around so that all of China can know the Mongolians are here.
I could walk through this hallway.
So wait,
here.
does this like lead underneath this? Like if I keep going on this deck, or is this just a wall?
Yeah, basically there's like a door in here that will lead into the
Okay.
No, I would say the way that it works is that yeah, it leads under there and then you can
Like walk along these.
Yep.
These are like out. These are lookouts, so you'd have to climb up. Yeah, the ladders to. Did you go up the ladder?
Yeah, he
I
climbed
probably
up
would just
there
follow
and-
you for something to do. So
When you start climbing the ladder, do you hear, "What a thrill"?
No. No, you
I
do
can
not.
see why you didn't want to wall this map off there.
Yeah, it just would have been too much, my guy.
This is nuts.
So yeah, you guys go up there and you're kind of taking a look. And like I said, you can see like a lot of the stuff here looks like it was just sort of like left. Like there is a table over here, there's stuff over here. This looks like it is a fully functioning blacksmith shop.
Impressive visibility for a blizzard.
Shane, do we see any smoke coming out of any of these? I know they're showing it on the map. but I'm sure
No,
that's,
you don't. None of these
okay.
are active except for the one that you are standing. You do see smoke coming out of this chimney right here.
The one by us. Okay. Interesting.
This map is huge for
I love
this map so much.
Huge.
where Shane's
Yeah, this
where
is a
Shane's
huge
like,
map for
don't
something
go
we're supposed
into
to avoid.
don't go into the stronghold, but there's this entire huge
This
freaking map.
beautiful map.
Well, yeah, he's testing your responsibility. Says,
Yeah, I
will,
don't got
will you do as Teresa asks? No, figured. Anyway,
Do I want to stay in the confines of a place that will prevent me from being wind whipped? Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna be all whipped for my meeting.
you can feel the wind is coming pretty hard at the moment. The walls are taking, like, especially now that you're on the top of the walls, the wind is way
Probably
harder.
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, the walls were taking care of the most of it.
Knox is trying to look as cool as he can while shivering.
You are cold, but not like
I guess I got
brutally
that spell
so.
on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta say that little shit's magic spells is
Wash your face. No, you
quite
didn't,
useful.
because you just finished eating. You go to brush.
Yeah.
I isn't
So
sure
she
why.
would
but
ask me
seemed-
first
she
before
seemed
she starts
offended
putting
out of
spells on
nowhere.
me.
Sam, you're not sure why, but you suddenly feel annoyed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You suddenly think to yourself, I think I'll punch Bernie later. Is there anything that you guys want to try and see? Is there anything that you guys want to do while you're up here, or are you just kind of like checking
we
out the lay of the land?
Can we see this?
See
Hear
what?
it? The waterfall?
I would say that you are probably
Or
too
is it
far in the
even-
blizzard to see it, but you can definitely
I didn't even notice.
make me a
that.
perception check actually. With the
Okay.
wind being as strong as
there.
it is up here.
depends on which way the wind's blowing. There's a die roll.
What about Mr. Bernie?
Sure,
And
I'll
once
roll
again, asking you to roll
perception.
math rock.
It's crazy in D&D.
And wanted to be a 20, yet again.
I would say, Knox, you hear just barely being carried on the wind the sounds of running water.
I guess I would tell Bernie, I was like, I can hear running water. How cold is it right now?
It's
What
really
about the
fucking
snow?
cold.
Okay, so I'd be like, that's kind
Like
of
Fargo
crazy.
cold.
There might be
Yes.
like maybe a river nearby or something.
What?
Crazy. I was crazy once.
If Knox heard running water, he wouldn't know that there. I mean, he wouldn't know that there's a building with a waterfall. So,
Running water.
yeah.
How could it not be frozen over?
Would Knox here? I gotta look at some stats here. Would Knox know that running water won't freeze for the most part?
Not a magic thing, so yeah, probably.
Being a city boy, I'm not sure about that.
Does Fallen World have
When I
cold
grew up
winters?
in the cold, I mean,
That would probably be a survival check.
Yeah, it could be survival too. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Probably not a very high survival check, but
Well, I
That's
get a plus
swim.
0 in survival, so
great die roll, luck roll.
Yeah, you're rolling pretty good.
Hey, yeah. You spent enough time in the mountains that you know, like, hell, you've probably even been to one. Mountain springs tend not to freeze over.
yeah, I guess I would tell that to Bernie. I'd just be like, well, I feel like a river probably or a spring, it wouldn't really freeze, even in this kind of cold. It'd have to
I
be
don't
deep
accept- enough
too. But
I don't
Makes-
accept anything
makes
else from my
sense,
car.
unless this is made out of ice, that'd be kind of crazy.
Liquid ice. It's just called water.
I guess I'd just be like, it's somewhere in this general direction. You know,
Well,
it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to tell sound with.
Say we round up the crew to see if we can do a bit of exploring, as long as that spell's still working.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than hanging around here dying from the cold. So maybe we'll get some action. Warm ourselves up. I like how we
All
just de facto decided this is where the door is. We keep going in.
I mean, that's kind of where I figure the door is. I figure there's
That's
like
weird.
one door on the front here and like one door on the side over here.
This place
Yeah.
needs more
This-
doors.
This is definitely a smoke patio.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Whitehair over here heard some water running off in the distance. What do you say we go check it out?
Mr. White, I'm green.
Your hair.
I know, but Knox is just like.
Aewen goes,
The
what?
hair's what you go with? Not the. Okay, well, whatever.
I mean, like a majority of my body. Okay, whatever.
Aewen just goes, what? No, what? We're not even really supposed to be this far in anyway. Look at Teresa. She could barely handle that we stepped this far into it, guys. Come on, let's just
She can
blast
stay
out the
here if she
blizzard.
wants.
She did ask us not to go in here at all, so it seems kind of rude that we would go wandering around in a place she explicitly told us not to go. Teresa, not to speak for you or anything.
Yeah, she kind of looks at you and she's like, "Please, you don't want to go. You don't want to go out there."
The giants got anything to do with it? Just wondering.
No. No. Giants.
Did you say anything about the running water to her?
He said that he heard running water.
Oh, okay.
She didn't really seem to react to that, but
Okay, that's fine.
Like-
That's all I need to know that she knows.
no, we trained in case they trained in case that there was ever an attack. There are some giant tribes that do make their home in these mountains, but no, nothing like that. It's
Is it ghosts? Are there ghosts here? Ghosts are kind of spooky. Can't stab them.
Can't stab a ghost. Not without a magic weapon.
Unless I was a bird samurai.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I might be able to. I'm not sure. I haven't tried.
I have. It sucks, man.
But the
She's
fact that there's a
like,
glamour on your
there
rapier
is-
counted as a magic weapon.
Yeah, but since they're incorporeal, they're immune to sneak attack.
Scavenge.
And stuff.
she's like, if it, yes, there's running water further into the town, but we don't need water. There's plenty here. We have a fire. We can always melt snow if necessary. It's not a resource that we necessarily need right now.
I mean, but it's running water. It might be hot. Springs.
Really working that 18
She's just
survival
kind of like,
check,
yeah.
Knox.
She's just like, please, just. I'm telling you, for everyone, it'll be better if you just stay here. She just kind of like sits back down, sort of like continues to not really interact with anyone.
Knox is grumpy. He just kind of is like he's just like, I can't do anything.
Like she's not. Here's the thing, she's not really patrolling you guys. She's just sort of saying like, hey, listen. She doesn't really seem to be in the right headspace to like give any sort of orders. And in fact, this is probably the first time you've heard her make like a genuine request rather than like sort of
Command.
She's very much a military woman, and a lot of her requests sound more like orders than they do requests.
Mm-hmm.
What's Knox feeling with that coin flip?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just seeing, thinking some mulling some things over.
Aewen says to Alabaster, "Can you talk some sense into your charge? He seems like he's going to do something stupid. That seems like your kind of
Alabaster
job."
just says, "Well, I prefer the warmth of the fire personally, though he has always had a talent for getting himself in trouble. I merely follow where I'm needed."
Aewen feels a little insulted to meet another quote unquote celestial who really doesn't seem to care about much of anything.
You just see, like as you talk to him, he like stops licking his legs. As you know, it's just kind of. He's just like, I'm just here to get him out of trouble when he manages to get himself in.
I think Knox thinks this cat is some STEM trick. He's like, yeah, it's something the STEM's doing. Some stupid magic thing.
What are you guys feeling? You don't feel that it. With the sense motive checks you got earlier. Let me look back up here. Bernie,
Knox is just hanging outside.
You've met her before. You don't. With the 17 you rolled earlier, you get the sense that if you were to go, she probably would not stop you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you guys tell me. You've got a group here.
All I'm saying is I'm standing out on the balcony having a smoke, and if somebody happened to come outside and happened to convince me to go into the cool town.
All I'm saying is someone happened to go invisible and run off into the neat place
Man,
that
I'm
could
trying
have
to
valuable
decide,
treasure.
What would he do?
That might be
I don't
part of
know.
my coin flip, whether I just decided to go anyways, and like, hey Bernie, you want to just look at it? Just like,
I know Aewen plans to stick with Teresa. Because she's a good girl.
like Knox is like,
I
well, she
think-
told me not to go in the town.
How much of this conversation has Habs noticed?
I don't think Bernie's
Habs
reckless
is sort
enough
of like
to-
sitting
to
there.
do this.
You see he's got his little puppet, and he's like, he's coming up with new material. He's like,
He's reenacting the Battle of the Sewers.
he's like, tell me, what did you like about that girl? I mean, it's like, she was dummy thick.
Rough. New material.
Yeah, you were really putting out some avant-garde stuff there.
Mrohy, why are you or Eli? Why are you so quiet?
What do you mean? Why am I so quiet? Oh fuck.
Oh, no, you're fine.
What?
You
Oh
might
my
need
God,
to
Yeah, you're good.
get a
You
little
got
bit closer to the
flashbang.
mic.
Look at all that light.
What?
There we go. That's better.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
What?
So yeah, you guys tell me what you're doing. You got to make a decision here.
I think Bernie
guys-
would not be reckless. He's not traveled with a group in a very long time. He's not been in a place like this ever. If someone says stay put who is from here and seems very shell shocked about this whole experience, I don't think he's going to just wander out there. Especially after seeing a giant thing. So it's like there's something worse than giants out there because she's not worried about the giants. There's something else. So. Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys going to just sort of like hunker down for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's something I want to do once it gets dark out. Starts getting dark out.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to everyone, huddle up around here and not near Teresa. I'm gonna be like, hey, maybe after she goes to sleep, we could just like go check out and see what's going on. Just explore a little bit, just see what's going on. Maybe there's something. Maybe somebody left some gold behind.
Man, not a fucking bad idea.
like when the spell's gonna wear off. Is get real fucking cold in
So
here
what you're
real
saying is
fast.
I should leave. What you're saying is I should leave my armor at home.
Well, I mean, the way cold weather gear works is it does work with armor. Like, it usually has like some fur lining for your armor, and
It
as well
essentially
as
just
like,
goes over all your stuff.
yep.
That's how you have to think about it.
No, I know, but I meant in terms of like stealth rolls and shit.
I mean, we could just walk out. I mean,
Oh yeah, true. Okay, fair
we
enough.
could just, Bertie, Mrohy, I'm gonna wash my armor outside. Clonk, 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 and yeah.
Yeah. If that's the case, you guys kind of huddle up. You do eat some food. You're able to like some of the rations and whatnot. You're able to like actually warm up. They are better warmed up than they are, just sort of cold and out of the what do you call
Out of
it?
the bag.
Yeah, right out of the whatever container they're in. Some of your rations even have preserved leaves for tea. So you're able to have a nice drink to go along with it that does sort of like warm you up a little bit.
Nice.
You guys do like kind of snuggle in for the evening. Teresa never really moves from that spot. She just kind of like sits there with her like knees up, and eventually you see her like still fully sort of like sitting at attention, just sort of like put her head down, and she falls asleep, still sitting like bolt upright against the wall.
Aewen
No,
puts a
did not
blanket
fall
around her.
asleep.
I imagine you guys got like your bedrolls out.
Yeah.
Aewen puts a blanket around Teresa before going to her bedroll.
All right. As she falls asleep, what are you guys doing?
Has anybody else fallen asleep?
I think everybody's kind of like hanging out in their bedrolls at the moment. If you guys would like to wake back up for to explore, I would say whether you fall asleep is dependent on that. So you guys could have like fully just kept awake instead of, going to sleep. So you tell me whether you're going to sleep or not.
I know nothing of this tomfoolery, so sleep I shall do.
Yeah. Bernie's.
We know Aewen's a narc.
Bernie's gonna recommend to the others that we just get some sleep too, just because he doesn't want them wandering around. Now that the spell's probably worn off at this point too, so best to stay by the fire and not get caught by something they're unprepared for out there and a very shitty environment.
I'm gonna look at Sem. Huh?
She's just staring at Sam.
Sam is
She's
just gonna
pretending to be
smile.
asleep, so she just got her
I-
eyes closed.
I think Mrohy is also gonna
Oh,
look
that's
at
an ad.
them and be like, up.
Oh,
We'll be
time.
back right after these messages.
All right. I'll-
But Knox, what a magic shit you got. Seems like you're pretty well decked out there.
I don't know. The sword here. Well, it's a cane, but it's a sword. Let me turn that on and off. I got this dead elf hand that I just kind of carry around. It makes me pick things up from a distance, which is kind of cool.
It's a bit of a
these
trade-off.
shades,
That's creepy as shit.
these shades are really shiny. I don't know if that's a magic thing, but I can only do it twice per day. I have a ring of energy resistance. I think it's fire. Because it has to be
Don't
like.
think you'd be needing that around here.
Because it has to be just a type, right? I think this one's fire. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it was fire. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't remember how much. I don't know if it shows. It doesn't show. I think it was 5?
So with the
Or was it
ring's
less than that?
resistance value, I don't know, whatever minor is. It's just minor, so we have to find the minor one. It'll tell you for minor. The
Oh, I
description
see.
itself is just for generic. Oh, the minor ring grants 10 points. So 10 points. That's pretty good.
Huh. I will set that at some point. I got this wand that does a bunch of stuff. I don't get to pick though. A belt makes me faster. My ring makes me invisible. These rocks are really loud. It's thunderstones. I got foaming powder.
I saw you're pretty well kitted out.
I am literally 0.4.
All right. I apologize. I took so long. I had
I'm
to run out to
literally
my car.
0.4 pounds away
should be
from
fine.
being
I got
medium
caught by my.
road.
I had to run out to my car and I got caught by my neighbor.
You piece of shit.
We've just been chatting.
And
in
I'm too nice of a
character
guy to just be like, I'm doing something. Fuck off.
Goddamn Midwesterners.
It
got
really
this
is a
powder.
Midwestern thing to just be like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, the weather, sure, okay.
here.
Not a Midwest goodbye without slapping your knee about 17 times. and saying,
Would
"Well,
foaming powder react to snow?
I would say no.
Screw you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you hit it with like a firebolt or something like that beforehand, probably. Just because like most powders and stuff need to have liquid to be able to react. That
Okay.
okay, so that actually opens up a really interesting line of questioning. Is the reaction that happens with the foaming powder an exothermic or an endothermic reaction?
I would
Does
say
it create
'cause
heat?
It creates foam.
What?
I would think exothermic because it creates.
Yeah, because typically
foam,
foam
not
would
ice.
be. Yeah.
Because when I think of foam, I think hot.
Well, I suppose so.
I'm really attracted to foam.
Also, can anyone transmute mud into rock?
Here's the thing. If you're able to, here's what I will give you. Since we're saying that it's an exothermic reaction, if you manage to melt enough snow to make liquid, I would say that the resulting exothermic reaction would then allow for the rest of it to essentially like
Spread.
create enough heat that it would spread.
Does a chemical run away?
Yes.
Yeah, so before you jump back in, Shane, we were just Bernie and Knox were kind of talking in character about like with their equipment and stuff. And Knox is showing off his mountain of stuff he has.
And point
Knox
4 pounds
has
away from
an
not being light load.
absolutely just ridiculous mountain of magical items and whatnot.
I need stuff to keep up. I mean, that's just what it is. So
When Knox
the other thing
panics,
is, like, you guys pick stuff up. And you're just like, well, I don't really know what to do with it. Here, give it to the rogue. He can find something to do with it.
when Knox panics, he's just that Moon Knight panel. Random bullshit. Go.
I mean, kinda. Half the time, it's just like, what's in my pouches? We'll just start throwing.
Time to play. What's in
Yeah,
Knox's pockets?
I ain't got much to show off, I guess, other than this, of course, my armor, my belt here.
I was only born a
Both makes
couple
me
of
bit
sessions
stronger,
ago.
yeah, but... Well, I mean, you're wandering here, you don't usually make that much, but, you know, there was recently down in a town down south, there's a noble's daughter. She was real sick and whatnot, and so after I cured her ailment, he wanted to show his appreciation, and so, yeah, he said, yeah, well, you're living life of a paladin, you better well start looking like one, so. I don't usually walk around looking all fancy like this, but it's more of a recent development.
Here comes Bernie, and by God, he's got the belt.
Yes, I think if you tried to show off that belt to a certain someone, he may try and take it from you.
When you said a life of wandering healer doesn't pay you much, Pliskin in the afterlife nods solemnly.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Pliskin's wife just turns to him as he slowly.
What are you nodding about?
Shut up, bitch! They never had a great relationship.
Oh no, they don't sell them that way. It was a beautiful story. Poor Pliskin. He lived a hard life.
So,
He had me controlling him.
we've decided that the party is going to go out as Trace is sleeping. Habhab's going to stay behind. We were going to drag Alabaster along for this excursion. So that if we run into trouble, Alabaster can dimension door. Alabaster can dimension door back into the room and say, "Help, help, help!" And then Habcat can dimension door all of them back to where he came from and get reinforcements, essentially. So that's the game.
He wouldn't be able to dimension door everybody. He'd just be able to dimension door one person at a time, right?
You can dimension door Habs to us.
And then teleport.
No.
Is what you're saying.
I'm saying Alabaster dimension door here from wherever they are and just deliver a message.
And then Habs
help,
brings the
help,
rest
fucking help. And then Habs would just bring them to where they are because he can move many people. So, yeah.
Okay.
We have a safety rope.
Yeah, a safety rope, essentially.
Kind of like Menchie excels emergency food supply, but Alabaster is Bernie's emergency escape rope.
Yeah, the ripcord. Okay, well, you guys head out.
Ripcord.
You guys are free to head out as you see fit. You know what? We'll have Knox driving the car on this one.
I'm driving a car. What kind of car?
You're driving the bus. You've got focus on you.
I was gonna
Where
say,
is infant
literally
chauffeur?
because we have driven a car before.
Where is
1958
infant
Plymouth
chauffeur?
Fury. How high is this balcony?
Extremely.
Not very high. It basically
Shame.
just keeps it
Shame.
off the ground a little bit
Answer the question,
for
damn
like
it. Where is infant
melting
chauffeur?
snow and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Where we
we're
left
jumping
him.
over the balcony because that's very sneaking out at night.
How high is?
I like the idea that he's just like, nah, it just feels like sneaking out at night. It's come on, you got to go with me here on this one.
How high is our
it's-
warpriest?
It's like they do in the plays.
7 out of 10.
Is it just us 3? 4?
Yeah, I believe it's just you four. Aewen, you're staying. Are you staying back?
Who?
I mean, I'm going
Aewen
to-
staying back, correct?
Yeah, Aewen's a narc.
Aewen's an arc.
Aewen's worried about Teresa. I don't think she would go. She like between that and the promise of adventure, she's like, but yeah, but Teresa said not to, and Teresa's cool and nice.
And Knox said she's a narc.
This is also not said. I'm pretty certain Knox thinks, nah, she's a narc, and Aewen goes, man, I'm such a good gal for staying
So
by
as you
Teresa."
guys make your way,
No, Knox is telling everyone else that you're a narc. We're not bringing her in. She's a narc.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
you guys make your way through the streets here, and it looks
What is
fairly
this? It's like a pile?
empty. Yeah, it looks like that was just sort of like,
Pushed snow.
It's like a
well,
dike or
it's more
something
like
to-
soil that was pushed up to stop like drifting
Oh.
and whatnot.
Embankment.
Yeah, just a
Cold.
small embankment.
And the cold, it's blocking the cold. Really,
Yep.
the wind's the problem. We all know that.
Shane goes, this is fucking bullshit.
That's right. It do be
I'm
like
gonna
that
go-
sometimes.
Most times.
But is there, what's this? Is there an entrance here?
There is an entrance there.
Okay. Is there a door?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna,
Sam's back to controlling.
I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door. Not locked, actually.
Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
I peek my head
Inside,
in.
you see the halls of a castle. You see that the walls are still adorned with like artwork, and further down you see some tapestries. There are tables that are still standing.
So, tell me, is there like a bunch of dust and stuff on the floor? Like,
Yes, it is very dusty in here.
Do I see
now
anything
is this?
valuable
Are they like
with
piles of
12
dust in the
bracelets?
chairs?
Yeah, it looks like this place has not been touched for a while.
I mean,
all of
like-
the surfaces are covered with a pretty thick layer of dust.
No, what I'm getting at specifically is, does it look like someone was sitting in the chair and they just spontaneously turned to dust?
No,
Are
nothing
you
like
asking? Are you asking
Do
if
we see
somebody
a
got?
bunch
I don't
of
feel
giant
good, Mr.
footprints
Stark.
of tripod type?
We
Looks
get
like
it. War of the
recorded.
Worlds.
No one's been in here for a long time.
Can we go in?
So there's-
Do we see anything?
there's
I
no
mean, like,
dust.
Okay.
Mixed with like just with random clothes.
No, nothing like
This isn't
that.
War of the Worlds.
No,
What-
not.
what-
It's not a
what's
War
the-
of the Worlds situation.
They weren't
Yeah,
snapped out of
27.
existence.
With a 27, do I see anything of note? Something out of place seems shinier than the
Do we
rest.
see something valuable?
Here's the thing. Yeah, you see plenty of things that are valuable. Like I said, there's artwork. There's you see like I said, there was a tapestry further in. You see
Any hidden doors with the 37?
no, you don't see any hidden doors, but there are doors that you do see.
You do see that the humble bacteria has taken down the alien invader.
Do I see any like small valuables besides the giant paintings that I cannot carry around with me all day?
No, you don't actually see any small valuables at the moment.
Damn. Boy, it's poor.
Yeah, you look under a table and you see a pile of gold. Wild.
Crazy.
A wild pile of gold appeared.
Whoa, winning lotteries are getting crazy. Interesting. Interesting. How loud is the water now?
You now that you're inside, it is a little bit more muted, but it is something that you can hear, sort of like at all times, sort of a deal.
Less a sound, more a
Interesting.
feel.
How deep does this go? Is it just this like building here? Like
Yeah, so
here?
you're in sort of this building here. It does look like further down, there are some stairs that might lead up and out onto the top of the castle. It looks like it is very much
Back
kind
here.
of designed. Yep, out that way.
Mhm.
Interesting. I want to go here. Ooh. Ooh, now the water's got to be loud.
Yes, the water is louder now. Like everyone can hear it without a perception check at this point.
Can I hear it?
No.
You're
Damn.
right. Here's some water.
Ah, I told you.
Shall we mosey on this way or go the other way around?
Oh god, Knox and Mrohy have become one.
Pretty
The
much.
true killing machine.
This is a maze, dude.
Most castles are built to confuse invaders.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, you kind of
where
look
to go
around
right
and
now.
it's like, huh.
I love the idea that
Maybe-
Sem looks like Ralphie from A Christmas Story, chasing after everyone.
Yeah, it looks
Guys,
like this
wait for
thing
me, I
was
got
kind of
little
just
legs.
like built in layers. Like it just kind of like kept making its way up, and they just sort of like connected it wherever they could, sort of a deal. Or
Are
it
you
could
wa-
be that it's intentionally laid out confusingly. You're not really sure.
Are you
Can I
wearing
just
the
walk
Starman
through
coat?
here and then go up these stairs to get closer to the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure I'm finding my way through here correctly.
An arc way.
Yeah. Now that I'm at a higher elevation, do I see anything of note like throughout the whole area?
Actually, to get up
How-
there,
How blizzardy is it still?
pretty blizzardy.
Overwatch. It's all coming
So
together.
what are you percepting exactly?
I'm just looking out over the whole town from this high vantage point.
Tell me, Bernie, what do your criminal eyes see?
What does a 21 get me?
Nothing, because you rolled a 1.
Bernie did
So
not hear
you
your
you guys all
offensive
definitely see the
sentence.
water
You are
coming
not
up
here.
through here. Looking at it on the top here, like you
Fuck,
guys
you guys
just
trying to
see
low
the
rolls going.
water flowing the way that it is. I would say you don't necessarily see the water. You guys can all hear the water. Like you're too low of vantage point to see like the actual water flowing at the moment.
Mhm.
But you definitely hear it like flowing downwards from somewhere. Like you hear a sort of a waterfall.
Waterfall? Yeah, it tends to do that. Shane, are you trying to tell me that a shrimp fried this rice?
Hell yeah, it did.
I guess we keep.
What?
As you guys come around the corner, you definitely see the water fall. Going down somewhere. You're not sure exactly how this works. You guys tell me, does anyone have this thought? Man, if Stefan were here, he could probably explain what's going on with this.
Who's Stefan? No, Aewen does not have that thought. She's also
Because
never
if he
met
was
Stefan.
here, he could probably explain what's going on with whatever's happening with this waterfall that you see.
With a song that, depending on a die roll, could be really good or really bad. Yet another chapter in the story of the Bumble Fox.
Broccoli? Oh, nice. All right. Well, how are we getting any
recommend
further
you
up
as
here?
a
Through the
study
tower?
agent.
How do we get further up?
Give me 1 second here.
Norwegians. Party like it's
Imagine just through the tower or
1999.
something.
Because it's vegan.
You're looking to get further up into the tower here?
Yeah, just to kind of see like the source of all this.
You actually saw an entrance underneath the sort of like canal waterfall thing over here.
The
Okay.
aqueduct.
The aqueduct.
I guess we'll enter here and see.
That's a good word if you like
climb up the
enunciate
tower.
everything in it.
Yep.
Oop.
So yeah,
Go up the
you
spiral
see in the
staircase.
towers, there's So yeah, each one of these you can basically.
Sam is gonna get
access-
annoyed and just turn into a bird and fly up there.
It's real fucking windy.
Classic druid move.
It is really
Yes.
windy, yes.
It fucking windy. Turn
Alright,
to a
fine,
gecko.
an
Climb up
air
the tower.
elemental because they have perfect maneuverability.
Hell yeah! All right.
I like that Bernie was like, I don't know if I really want to do this, blah blah blah. No, he's
Whoosh.
just like sprinting through everything.
Yeah, you
Maybe
guys
just
noticed that like
trip
throughout
every trap.
here. You see it looks like whatever is happening, somebody give me a Sam, you know exactly what's going on. There is a spring under here, and they are basically funneling this spring water up through here. It looks like maybe there is some reason for this. Your guess is that sending the water upward like this and then downward with gravity, since you have like the pressure building up from underneath can actually push it up and whatnot. The gravity is able to like send it throughout the rest of the city better than the pressure from the spring would. So it looks like, yeah, they kind of have their own sort of sewer system thing going here.
It's a primitive water tower.
And like fresh water and whatnot. So yeah, it looks like this town is able to get fresh water throughout the whole thing.
But hold up,
I got indoor plumbing.
how
Go.
does Sim explain that to everyone?
How does Sam explain that to everyone?
Water goes swoosh, and then it goes throughout the city and bash.
I think
Sam does
Sam
not
would
know
go
the
over to
word
Knox and be
aqueduct.
like, "Hey, watch this," and then she goes right over to Bernie and she, in her best Stefan impression, goes, "Wow, actually, this is really interesting. There's like a whole spring system that."
Oh, I was thinking of the bard. Stefan's the sewer man.
Yeah.
Yes, the bard was I know his name.
I never met that guy.
Yes, you yes you
Jeff did.
did.
Yes, you did. You were there.
We all did.
No, I
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah, he was
was
on the ship. Oh, then I guess Aewen met him too.
But I didn't
No,
go
he was
there.
in the. He was on the
I
ship,
never-
but he was also like
was
in
on
that
the hotel
whole side
ship.
quest with your dad.
I
He was
know.
there.
Also
I
in the
was-
tavern.
Saw will
I was
never.
somewhere else.
Knox will never admit to being there ever.
He sang you guys a song about the bumblefucks.
Hey, what is that guy's
Yeah,
name?
I wasn't there for that.
They're
I remember specifically never being there for
bumblefucks.
that. I slept in or something.
Yeah.
What does Bernie?
Oh, maybe,
what does
yeah.
Bernie do?
Bernie stares at you, stony face, like, "Oh yeah, I'll get it."
Oh, I get it. It's Steven.
Maury's just
Stefan.
Maury just comes over here, dunks his head into the water, and takes a drink.
That man's gonna die of hypothermia instantaneously.
And then like uses his cold weather gear to wipe the water off his beard.
Maury's a hardy, and then he'd be fine.
Oh, you meant you like stuck his face. I thought you just dunked his whole head. It's like that.
No, yeah,
that
he
man
just sort of
is
like
gonna
What's going on with this gem?
I
Um,
don't think
water.
that's actually there.
Yeah, just there for decoration. It is actually there, but yeah, it is
Oh.
just there for sort of like decoration. Because, it is a very sort of like defining feature of the city. They want it to look nice.
How valuable does that gem look?
It looks pretty valuable, but it does also look like you'd have to wade through water in sub-zero temperatures to get to it.
I'm flying.
Hot
How
water.
valuable.
Air elementals known for
it
their
looks
use of
like-
Hot water.
tools.
Running water doesn't freeze as easily as
Still
standing
water.
water.
Yeah. And
Well,
a lot of
it's-
times, even if it does freeze, it's just the top layer and the bottom layer, and everything underneath it will still keep moving.
Water can't stand. It's got no legs, goober.
Get out.
The gem is like fastened in there with wire, though.
I brought my wire snips.
Why are you being such
Sure
a
you did.
problem?
So, I mean, yes, you can fly around it. It doesn't look like it would be something that you could get out of there by hand.
Sam will ask if there's any tools
Can I
she
get
can
it out
borrow.
of there by mage hand?
Mage hand can only lift 5 pounds, so probably not.
How heavy are
Well,
the
I mean-
water snips?
What if I'm buff though?
Is the
All right.
hand that you have
5.5
around your neck
pounds.
buff?
Has
It's an
that hand
elf
been doing
hand.
curls?
Probably not.
Oh, what
It
if
is an
you could
elf
make?
hand.
What if you could make mage hand capable of lifting heavier items if you just work out the mage hand?
So yeah, you guys can get through there, but you will have to wade through this sort of like pool that you have here.
Foaming powder.
It's moving water.
I'm not gonna do
Sam
that.
can cast Air Step on Knox.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that. So you can move up at a 45-degree angle.
All right,
Okay.
you have airwalk now. How long does that last?
It's like,
It's like a
8
number of hours, I think.
Ooh. Well, let's make sure we know that you have airwalk.
Not to be confused with error walk. That's when you can't walk.
We'll
It's when you
give
apply to the Bureau of Silly Walks.
Yeah, Air Walk, not Air Step, sorry. It's 10 minutes per level, so 90 minutes. We're level 9, right?
Yeah.
I thought there was something weird about that made it longer. I thought you had a beat or something.
Well, remember the first time we used it, we were in that chase situation, so we never like dropped turn order. So
Yeah.
it was like
I
6
just thought there
second
was something
increments.
weird about yours that made it longer, but I might be crazy.
Crazy.
All right, are you gonna attempt to steal the gem?
Yeah, I mean, we can give it a shot.
I don't
Alright.
think anyone else will be here to enjoy it or anything.
Time out. But before I start just grabbing at things,
Can someone detect magic?
well,
There
never
are-
mind.
There are no traps. It is untrapped. You can tell because of the way that it is.
It's too blizzardy. I can't see anything.
I don't
Your
think
hands
Yeah,
it's
it is.
trap finding. I gave that one up.
He's vomiting on his
Yeah.
sweater already.
I'm glad I rolled a 27 to look at a dusty room.
26. Is it trapped?
Do you have detect magic, Sam?
You're not sure.
No.
None of us have detect magic. It's really. pick
Now,
up
here's
a
another
wand,
question. Would Knox know he's off his game today? Like, do you feel those nat ones?
No, I think it's one of those things where you're always just kind of like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem trapped. And then it's later you're like, fucking of course, that's what would happen.
The one I don't check. I guess I'm just like, oh, whatever, bro.
Why would they trap something up high? That's goofy.
16 versus traps.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a disabled device check.
You creased my J's, so I creased yours. Why'd you crease his J's, Spider-Man? I didn't. He's talking crazy.
I could really go for another nat one.
Close.
29.
Let me point out to all our dear fans in the virtual universe. That's how scared Knox is of failing a disabled device check. He rolled a 5 and still got a 29. My boy's got one thing
good.
going for him, and by God, he'll have it going for him.
Alabaster can
Well-
give +1 to skill checks.
You haven't seen the DCs for things though, dude. For disabled device, they're insane.
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, it is sort
This
of
is
like
probably a
a
40.
very nice piece in the center of the town. It is not coming loose easily. Like I said, it was like in there with wire, but it is thick wire.
Very difficult things are like 40 for their skill checks on disabled device. It's insane.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's so high. Yeah.
Could
I
you
just
like
wanted to
just
point out
grab
to our
it
lovely
and then
viewers.
dimension door it out of there?
Oh,
is it-
would Sem be able to? Would Sem be able to grab it in that wild shape? Because everything in her possession melds into her body.
No, if it's literally strapped to something, it's not in your
The
possession.
entire castle melts into your body.
Wait, can you teleport objects though?
that are on your person,
But you can't like.
or that you're physically holding. Like if
the
you've
pedestal
got
that
Yeah,
it's on
I
is
guess that is
stone?
just a little too much cheese.
You can't. There's no spell where you can like
What?
point at like a wagon or something and
Is
just make
is
it
the
go
pedestal
somewhere
that
else?
it's on? Is it wood or stone?
stone.
Who do you think you are, Trafalgar
Hmm.
Law? Trying to room this gem out of there?
I am.
Them has something for that.
That'd be the coolest thing ever.
Sam is gonna say, Knox, get ready to catch this thing, and she's gonna shape stone on the stone that's underneath it.
Yeah, you shape stone, and you get a stone covered in wire. Basically, yeah, it just sort of like falls out of there. And you see that it's like was basically had
I'm blowing all of my spells.
yes, like you pull out the mount for it as well. So I would say you've probably got a good like, oh, I don't know, 15, maybe 20-pound mount surrounded by holding this stone.
Yeah, but now he can sit there and worry at it instead of having to deal with that out in the cold. I can sit down at it with tools,
Yes. So
unlike standing at it with tools. You guys are tools.
what are you guys doing now?
We're going away. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, where exactly are you going?
What's the first thing you do after you steal something? Leave.
We're going back the way we came. Except me and Sam can just walk over the buildings.
Okay.
Holding your.
So you just kinda
obnoxiously
go
large
later,
Holding our
losers.
booty.
stone.
I mean, I'll wait for them at each point. Like, I'm
Sam
not
is gonna
just,
be
like-
flying, but she's gonna be doing so to where it looks like she's skipping
Okay.
because she's happy that they accomplished something.
But we're gonna go back the exact way we came here.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we'll follow our footprints in the snow.
Oh, you know, you live in North Dakota. You know how quickly footprints disappear in a blizzard.
Yeah, but there's dents.
I think he's less
you guys
saying
are
this
able
while-
to make your way back down pretty well, I will say.
I think
You
he's
just
just
go
trying
back.
to say, Saw, that he doesn't want to deal with your tomfuckery. Nothing happened on the way here. Nothing's happened on the way out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, we were fine on the way here. So we should be fine on the way. I'm also not gonna bring this gem inside for Teresa to see me defiling this place.
Hey,
So-
speaking of which, where is Teresa?
How heavy did you say it was?
20 pounds.
So the mount itself is probably about 15 pounds. The stone probably about a good maybe 5 to 10. So anywhere between like 25 to 30 pounds.
I mean, that's something you can carry around pretty
Big
easily.
stone.
I can't.
You know-
if I go up 0.4 pounds, I lose a bunch of things. So
He's encumbered.
Yeah, but would you have brought all
I'm
of
just
your shit with
medium
you?
weight.
He can't fast travel.
Hold on.
No,
Let
I
me see.
typically wouldn't bring all my stuff with me, but I have to put it somewhere. So
Yeah, leave it in the shack. I suppose Sem could wild shape shift, grab it, and then shift back.
10.
She doesn't have to actually
I have a
carry
bag
it.
of holding, so I'm not even thinking about it.
You just stick it in the bag.
Most of it's in the bag. Potions and stuff would be out, like available, and
Okay. Yeah, then you just stuff it in your backpack. Yeah, you guys come back.
Sem's gonna say, wait. And then come over here. There's tools.
There are tools over here.
there's blacksmith tools.
There's
I
tools
mean, there's no
everywhere.
one here. We could just leave.
Yeah,
it
look,
over
there's a giant, what looks like a giant bolt cutter right there. Look at this.
Those are forged tongs.
Those are forged tongs. He is correct.
They're bolt cutters.
Yes,
were-
the staple tool for use in medieval blacksmithing, bolt cutters.
No, they're bolt cutters.
No. If you looked inside the shed, there were some bolts that needed cutting. So,
Well, to be fair, they have to have some sort of metal snips.
yeah, if they're a blacksmith.
I mean, medieval blacksmithing probably just did a lot of hot cuts.
We got a gem. We got a monster gem. A
All right.
monster gem.
So do you guys head back in?
Sure.
All right, so we got the gym. Time to
Are
go
you
home,
gonna-
right?
Are you
Shut
gonna
up.
come?
Shut up.
Are you gonna? Knox.
He would say that on the way
Stool's
back.
over here.
Oh, okay.
Stool's over here.
Well, we can.
This is all we
I
need.
think Knox
right?
is just kind of like, we'll deal with
Sam
this
wants
later."
to remove
Yeah,
the
we can
gem
deal with
and then
this later.
put the pedestal back in the back on the thing.
Goodness.
Yeah, you guys walk in and you sort of like look around. Habs is, working on.
Sam is
He's
gonna
be-
go.
he's
Sam is
bedazzling
gonna
his,
float over to Habs and be
change-
like,
his
"Where's
change
Teresa?"
jar. As soon as you ask that, you get the answer from both of them. Oh, Habs is like, she said she was going to the privy.
And Aewen says, "Shoo, shoo."
Apps.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
How much do you think
How
this thing
long's
is
it
worth?
been gone?
You pull it out. He's like, God, he's really good at appraise.
I
He is
know.
good at
No, I'm very well aware of that.
Wow,
I
still a
can't roll it for
surprisingly
him.
bad roll. He rolled a 21.
Bernie got
Okay.
26.
You rolled a 2?
I got a 29 on the appraisal.
I
I got a 24 on my appraisal.
think Habs would be like, probably not as much as the one in, oh man, in
Emerald
the
City?
Emerald City, because that's not an emerald. That's malachite.
What's malachite?
Well, it's a
Macrolite.
semi-precious gemstone.
Semi-precious?
Yes.
You tell me this thing's worthless?
You can get
No, it's
copper
not
out
worth
of it.
less. It's worth some.
Oh, hey, if anyone wants to see what
Well,
malachite
I
looks
mean,
like,
it is. No, hang on. It is technically worth less because it's worth less than he thought.
How much is malachite worth?
Ha 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 ha.
if anyone
Macrolite?
out in the
Can
viewing
s-
world
can
would like
Sam
to
use
see
their
what
knowledge?
malachite looks like,
He's like,
Can
if you
s-
found the right person, it would probably be worth, I don't know, 1,500 gold pieces. I mean, it is an incredibly large. You don't often find malachite in such large stones.
Yeah,
so I
malachite.
mean,
Macrolite.
for the right person, it would probably be worth something. Be worth quite a fair bit. 1,500 gold pieces is, not anything to sneeze at.
don't handle it if your
Make some
hands are
good
wet
use of it.
because you'll get copper poisoning.
I guess.
Really?
I guess.
I actually didn't know that.
Sam is going to pull Knox back outside over to the blacksmith.
Where's the blacksmith?
Fine. So what do I roll? Disable device?
Yeah, roll me disable device and add a +5 to it.
Can I roll to assist?
Sure.
That's
I
pretty
ain't bad.
good.
Situational bonus. Can I just put +5? That work?
Let's see.
Let's find out.
Oh,
Fun fact about malachite, if anyone is interested.
Undefined 5, yeah.
You can
44.
extract copper out of it.
So
That's
41. Yeah, you're able to just like get those find some clips in there and just sort of And from there, like, you find you can use either those clamps or you find like some
The clamps.
pliers or something that you can kind of
Hammer and chisels.
I'm a
bend
big
that
boy,
metal
big
back.
arms. We can get it.
It does still take a little while because, like I said, it is very thick. Probably good 15-20 minutes by the time you're done.
Knox is in a wife beater, steaming in the snow, just banging on things.
Hot.
I think at some point, like Mrohy would come out and be like, yeah, that forge is cold, my dude.
I'm gonna roll a perception.
All right,
Like
Sam's
there's
gonna grab
no
the
cold, there's no
pedestal.
fuel in that forge, so you're just like
And fly it back on top of
Knox
the
is just
building.
got the wife beater going like purely for aesthetics.
100%. I'm still steaming. It's hard work, man. I'm sweating.
Mrohy, with his vast knowledge of forging practices and like that sort of thing, would look at Knox and
Don't look at me.
laugh him into
Don't look at me.
submission.
So yeah, you managed to get it free.
With your nat 20, you can see me wink back at you. So
Absolutely. Yeah. So with that being the case, yeah, you're able to, like, you just, I'm guessing, leave the metal scraps there. You're like, nah, somebody
Sam put it back.
Okay. You
Minus the
cast,
gem,
you use a
and now
second
she's
stone
flying
shape.
back. Yeah.
All right.
you should have put a big rock in it.
I kind of just like it better that Sem just flies up and like balances the broken assembly up on top of the pillar. Like, yeah, that's good.
No, she would have stone shaped it back to largely what I mean. It's a little more crude looking, but
It's hard to stone shape from memory.
So yeah, you guys head back in. Kind of get comfortable. Just, free to go back to your bedrolls or do whatever it is you'd like to do.
I like
Yeah,
the way your
someone's gonna
bed
long
rolls.
she used a shitload of spells.
What time would you say it is right now?
to go
I
to
would
bed.
say that you guys
Time to get
are
watched.
like waiting for Teresa to go to bed, like, and everything. You guys are well into like night by this point. So
Okay.
sun has gone down.
Moon has come up, and long ago somebody
Yeah, but are
left
we
with the
talking
cup.
like 11, 12, or are we talking like 3, 4?
I would say like probably 7 or 8, probably closer to there
At night or in the morning?
at night.
How long has
Okay.
it been since
gets-
Teresa?
Gets dark early
left?
in the blizzard.
Well, they just spent 15-20 minutes clipping the gem out of there.
Y'all using command codes? You no clipping gems out there?
It's been
No
20
clips.
minutes. It's a long time to be out by yourself.
Habs is
shit.
like, is it? All of your biological processes confuse and disgust me.
Well, I mean, if it's cold as it is, and you get sitting out there bare ass in the wind, you kind of tend to make your business get wrapped up rather quickly. Usually,
How long has it been since we got here?
About half a day.
Well, yeah, you guys went right over to do the whole thing, so yeah, probably about 20 minutes.
We've only been in this map for 20 minutes.
No. I thought you meant since
Hours.
everybody got back to
we've been here 4 or 5 hours probably.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so her endure elements would be not on.
Yep.
All right. Damn it. Someone's gonna go track.
I think I got a spell for this.
You don't see any footsteps out on the road. Other than the
Notice any
ones that you guys made
disturbed
getting here.
dust in here.
With as much as everybody's been moving around in here, it would be difficult to know which ones are hers.
I don't have it prepared.
But if you guys want to make a survival check, you can.
Oh, I'll give you a survival check.
I'll do a survival check.
Watch me just not survive.
That's a pretty good survival check.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Tell me how you get.
Really good.
Tell me how you get down this hole.
My survival check, because I think mine is better.
Yeah, Mrohy and Sam are kind of look around, and then Maury's just like asks Habs, hey, where did she leave from? And Habs like, oh yeah, she went out the side door. You went out. You look out here,
down here.
and you see footsteps leading up towards the tower.
Uh-oh.
Well, all right, let's go check that out then.
Habs is like, are you all going to the bathroom as well?
Nope, just
No, we're
checking
gonna
on checking on the lady.
See if she's okay.
Wait, stop. I was told that it's not okay to check in and speak to people when they're using the privy. Is this another...
It's been a long while.
But when Aewen was taking a long bath,
That's
got...
different. That's different.
I think Sam would explain that in this weather, you can die in under
Okay.
an hour. So we
Should
want to
I
make sure
should
that
I
she's
wake
okay.
up Aewen and ask her what the... Should I ask her to explain it to me?
Yes.
Yeah, Habs goes over to you and he's like, okay, they told me to have you explain. Teresa's been in the bathroom for like 25 minutes now. Why are they going to look for her?
We don't have a bet. She's been gone. She like spins around and looks behind her. Oh, by Croina. Habs, come with me.
There.
And she like sprints out the door after them.
Yeah. So yes, Habs just kind of follows you.
She like storms up the ladder. She's like, "What the hell's going on?"
All right, so
Yeah, you
what
see
do we see up here?
footsteps leading along the wall.
Her hair is like everywhere at the moment. She's got mad bedhead, and she doesn't seem very happy about it either.
Yeah, her hair is just
Put it in your
poking
hood.
out in puffs behind underneath her hat.
Yeah, she had to like hurriedly put her cold weather gear on. She seems real frazzled, as you do, waking up to someone's gone and we don't know where she is. Had said something about going to a bathroom and now you're peeking on her?
No, it was like 20 minutes ago. We're seeing what's
No,
up.
we're making sure she's not frozen to death.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see
That's
with the
better. Habs,
22, you're able to see like Saw was describing, you know, those little indents of
Not
footprints.
footsteps, but you can tell someone's moved through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that Aewen's
Personally
managed to
filled
get her
footsteps.
thoughts under control, she's like trying to explain to Habs that this is less a peeking on someone in the
All right,
bathroom
guys.
and
Ad
more
break.
Time for an ad break.
Ad break. Well, yes. So you guys are making your way along the wall here, following footsteps, following tracks.
Aewen's doing her
And-
best to explain to Habs bathroom etiquette.
So,
Dang, dude. Oh, like trash today.
About Habs.
yeah,
he's
anybody
good at
who
this.
wants to can make me a survival check again if you'd like.
Ooh. Again, ouch.
God damn, all of you guys.
Aewen's way too
Can you
busy
roll
trying to
for-
explain to Habs.
You roll for Habs. He's actually got survival.
Yes, I would be happy to.
I'm just looking
Go
around
it.
for traps. That was my trap finding roll.
All right, 24. So Habs is like, huh. Well, these tracks, are you sure she, like, it looks like she was going to the bathroom. The tracks look like she's just sort of walking really sort of slow and even paced.
Yeah, but she's been weird, so like we should probably check up on her.
I mean,
Habs, I think it's time to explain to you what a lie is. It's like an illusion, but with words. But not a story.
I make illusions with words. And hand gestures, and sometimes material components.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like a lie is a whole other thing. Self-determination.
Is Mrohy coming with us?
Yes,
Is
sir.
Mrohy coming with us?
Yes, sir.
Also,
lagging
why
behind.
is Mrohy injured? What happened to Mrohy?
Rough.
God damn
I
it!
don't know.
Do not know.
2 nat 1s in a
I was
row.
wondering
But
the
I
same
shouldn't
thing.
be injured.
That background's working for you, Aaron.
It's not the same background.
Which direction do the tracks lead?
You've been cursed.
This way? Oh, this way.
My good luck cat.
They
You can tell because of all the
lead,
ones.
north.
I figured, since we came from the other direction. All right.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Aewen is heavily belly aching about the cold.
Yeah, now you guys are all feeling the cold at this point.
She keeps the riff
and-
out.
Actually, as you're walking through, give me one moment here.
Roll a fortitude save.
I do believe it is a fortitude save.
You chili dogs. Chili dogs.
Wait, before we do that, can Sam cast Endure Elements again? I'm sure they would have been complaining.
Yeah, I mean, that is totally fine. Are you able to get everybody, or?
Yeah, I would be able to get everybody. Endure Elements Communal. I have
And with Teresa gone, it gives us more time per.
technically, yeah. To be divided by 7 instead of divided by 8. Right? There's 7 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The cat.
Well, I don't know where Mrohy is. Way the hell back there. 7,
Cat's
I guess.
in an insulated box. Might be okay.
Ah.
So 6.
Bernie probably, I don't know. You guys might be able to get longer time without Bernie, because Bernie's tough as shit when it comes to fortitude saves. He has a plus 18. It's even with like a natural.
Well, I mean,
3.
it's only a 2nd level spell, and I don't particularly use them in combat. So,
Alright.
what
I'm
is
saying if
24
you
divided by?
want to get more longevity, like Bernie's got a lot of fortitude.
I mean,
'cause he
it's
adds his
basically
con,
3.5 hours
charisma,
each. So,
and strength to his fortitude save, which helps a lot.
oh no, divided by 6, because whatever is box is in the box. So,
What's in the box?
so we each get
What's in
4
the
hours.
box?
That's pretty good.
What is in the fucking box?
The head, dude.
Has the weather gotten better at
Spoilers
all? Or is
from
it
a
still
movie from
pretty
the early
bad?
2000s.
I mean, it's still pretty bad. It's still
A
snowing.
20-year-old movie at this point.
Okay. So are we going east or north?
Still looks like it's going north.
Are we
All
going west?
It's getting kind of skinny out here. Wow.
Emma's gonna do this. Turn back into an air elemental and fly way up over this direction. See if she can't see anything.
Sam does a
Scouting.
poofing.
What's this building here?
So far you do not see.
Tower. Turret.
$38.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. You do
I
see some
footprints
more.
still.
Yep, you do see more of the footprints heading. Looks like they are just sort of following the
Nice roll,
wall.
Sam.
Do I see anything with my 28 by this tower? As everybody sprints off. We got cool map. I want to look at cool map.
We got
Um,
Teresa fine though. And we got
Perception?
A DM that
Yeah,
gives
I
us
mean,
reason.
it's hard to see anything. But you know, you see, You hear some of these flags whipping in the wind with what little fabric they have left. But as far as like any sort of life or movement, you don't really catch a whole lot.
So your cat flying across the map.
Yes, I
Yeah.
also saw that.
All right, hold up. Ooh, stuff. It's just garbage.
Right, I'm getting kind of nervous here. We got a bit of a ominous bridge here.
I guess we're looking for someone. We should hurry.
This bridge looks safe.
Sam is gonna fly under it and look.
You don't see any broken
Does
Broken
it look rotted out or
bones.
anything like that? Sam would know what rotted wood looks like.
no, it looks fairly sturdy.
Slippery.
Sam will fly under and back around and then say
Aewen, go-
under
Aewen goes across.
and then back
What's
around.
up? Do I need to roll something mid-crossing?
Yes. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to figure out what. Give
Knox
me
will-
an acrobatics check to move across.
Oh, you asked the wrong man, Shane. You asked the wrong swashbuckler to buckle swash across this precarious bridge. 32, baby.
32. Sam doesn't need to make one of those because, you know, she's flying. Yeah.
I made a
you
fly
managed-
check to fly.
Oh, yeah.
I did an acrobatics check just because I wanted to.
Yeah, so far, like, you just kind of, like, walk across. Like, the wind does make this somewhat precarious, but, I mean, you're not bothered by it. You basically skip across there.
Yeah, I've jumped across trees in a storm back in Helpless. This bridge is nothing.
At this point, it's probably been close to an hour since then.
Since she left.
Hour and a
that is
half.
a good question.
You have half an hour still.
I have half an hour. I airwalk
Yeah.
across.
All right.
Aewen goes, well, that's boring.
What's safe?
You're
I
not
ain't dying in
wrong.
this stupid chasm.
No balls.
Would
How
Habs
I
fly
wanna go?
across? Oh man, Mrohy.
Mrohy.
I do believe Habs has something that he can just, like, fly for free or something.
Can I
No.
hold Mrohy up?
He has some
like
sort
you
of
hold up
magic
the
item,
bar?
I think.
Like
He's
you hold up
got-
the bar for someone
That
when
was
you're
the
weightlifting. Can I
El-Anon.
lift his weight up a little bit so he's lighter?
He's got, like, boots of haste, but I think he normally keeps, like, fly in his ring or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I do believe he
Dimension
does.
door.
Why would he use
Habs
Dimension Door?
is-
He could just cast fly on himself.
Can you do
Report.
it to an adjacent ally?
Think of the wonderful things.
Is it a you and an adjacent ally?
You can fly.
He would be,
you can
yeah,
fly,
he would be
you
able
can
to get you and
fly.
Mrohy across.
You see more
Do we want
footprints
Mrohy
over
or
on
do we
that
want
side?
what?
He's calling over to these guys. You still see footprints over there before I
Yes,
cross
they
this
do.
little pathway of
Perception.
death here?
With a 20, do I see footprints?
Yes, and they're starting to become rather fresh.
Fresh. What are they asking to see me without my shirt on?
Fresh.
And then we're seeing someone didn't make it to the bathroom.
God damn you, I was gonna make the flirtatious joke.
Acrobatics.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Can I airwalk over the middle in case somebody starts to fall?
Yeah, if you'd like, you can kind of like hold his hand or something while he's doing that.
I
If
need
you
to
want
hold his
to-
hand.
Everyone
over
made
on
it.
this
I
side.
feel like I'm gonna be the one to fail.
if you want to assist him, you can.
15.
How do I assist him?
15.
I think
22 to
since
assist.
we're getting a little
That's
later,
plus
I
2,
think
so that's a 17.
that might be the one to
You're being mean, Eve.
15. So you make it, although you're shaky the entire way across. You're like,
Oh god,
like
I
you're
looked
trying
down.
to keep
Why
your
did I
feet
look
underneath
down?
you.
All right. Next time I'm gonna go the other way around.
Aewen chuckles and goes, "Not a lot of tight ropes in the criminal community, huh?"
You'd be surprised.
My cat keeps biting my foot. I wish you would
Sure,
stop.
like
Get him, Rusty.
throwing that
That's
label
Eve,
on me.
but-
See, it's been a while since I've done any sort of crime.
Do we see anyone yet?
You see the. Why does this thing keep pulling me to places?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, maybe is it because Knox has like the attention thing or something? Oh yeah, every time
No,
Knox moves,
that's
it
not
pulls.
going to move your camera.
Oh,
It shouldn't.
do it.
Just the stream. It controls the stream only.
well,
It's if anyone moves.
Nope. If you move, see.
Yeah, but it worked with some. I know it's me.
Yeah. Sam and
you
Knox.
actually see that there is an entrance into this building over here.
Is it open?
Do the
Does somebody
footprints lead
keep
to it?
like doing markers? Because I know markers will pull.
No,
Attention
it's
to
following
places.
me and Aaron.
No, it's weird.
So it's trying to keep us two in frame, I think, is what it's trying to do. For
Yep.
some reason.
You see that it looks like somebody has moved in here.
Sam is going to peek inside.
Wait. I can just look inside through the wall. We just talked about this.
Aewen grumbles to herself. Oh, don't go in the castle. Don't
I can
whatever you
just-
do.
Where's my clothing? Some of my stuff doesn't go where it's supposed to go. Oh, here.
Inside,
Lovely.
you see a heavily fortified building. You see a building that looks like it at one point held a lot of supplies, as well as you do see racks of weapons inside as well. The inside of this building looks well worn, and for once you are seeing an area that does sort of raise some suspicions, whereas everywhere else you've seen has been very much pristine. It looks like this area has sort of been not torn apart, but things have been moved around. Like you're seeing like
Lines of a scuffle.
carpet that's like sort of like torn up. You see areas where there's like stains. You see like things taken down off of racks, like crates that have been opened, sacks that have been upturned. And yeah, it looks like there were probably people in here at one point or another that were doing something.
Oh, I'd listen to a jazz fusion band called Upturned Sax.
Ew, I don't know that I would.
Shane, if
Yeah.
I just move my hands across this wall while using my gloves of reconnaissance, can I see what do I like? Is it that what I see? Is it a one big room like that?
Yes, it is mostly just the one big room.
Okay. Do I
It
hear
does-
anything in there? Because I can
You
hear
don't.
through the wall.
It
too.
does. The other thing that you do notice is that there does seem to be a door leading out of this hall, one on the south side and one on the north side.
Footprints in the dust.
With your Sem, you got a 24. Knox also got. Oh no, wait. Knox, make me a perception check.
Air elementals can't wear gloves.
Knox, you're looking in here using dark vision, which is great for being able to not absolutely just smash your nose into walls and stuff. One of the things it's not great at is differentiating colors. So even if you were able to see inside a little bit closer, it would be difficult at the best of times for you to tell whether there were footprints in the dust.
Is dark vision just what Daredevil sees? Just visual sonar, basically?
No, it's kind of like black and white vision, like a lot of times what they show dogs see in like movies and stuff.
Yeah, everyone with dark vision is woke as hell. We don't see color.
Bernie's going in.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, you head in. In here, it smells of like must and
El Dubiare.
and like you're finally seeing a place that looks like it was lived in. It looks like it was. Anyone who wants to can give me a survival check.
Oh god, I've just been launched into the room.
Or a knowledge history check.
What is that smell? It smells kind of
Knowledge geography
armory.
check? Okay.
History.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do not
I don't
have
know.
a lot of historians here.
I don't know what class.
History's for nerds, Shane.
Yeah, you guys are just like, huh.
25.
It's a bard thing more. Like they get history. I don't know. Who else would.
Survival. Okay. So you're kind of looking around and you're like, there was a lot of people in here for like a while. Like seeing how things are sort of like stacked up, it almost looks like you see you're starting to notice there's like blankets that are sort of like pushed into different areas of like the corners and sides, like near the walls. You're noticing that there are areas that are sort of like cordoned off.
Kind of a last stand sort of spot.
You're noticing that a lot of these weapons don't even look like they were used for weapons so much as they were mostly used for like tools or something. Like a lot of them have dented blades that you wouldn't really see from combat, or you know, are the blades themselves have been kind of like ground down in one way or another. And just like some of the places that they're placed, you see one that has been like you see like a couple of pikes that have been like like tied together to basically make stands with another pike over the top of them. So, you know, almost looking almost like kind of like a swing set does. Do you know what I mean?
Sawhorse style.
Yeah, sawhorse style.
But taller.
Yes.
So like clothing lines. Even goes weird. Was this place besieged? Aewen's gonna... Can I roll knowledge nobility to see if I notice any sort of, like, marks that would denote, like...
Sam is looking for footprints.
Like, what kind of
She doesn't
people
care what
held
happened
this
here.
place?
She's looking for Teresa. She wants to make sure that she's not.
So with
dying.
that survival, you do also notice, walking in on the carpet, there are some like wet footprints that have like pulled up some of the dust and have left damp spots on the carpet leading towards that northern door.
Damn
It's
spots.
gonna go that way.
I'd follow you since we're looking for someone.
The
Is
southern
this
door just goes to
drawbridge
Sport
pulled
out
up,
here,
Shane?
right?
Yes, as far as you saw outside, yes.
Ah.
Okay. All right.
What were
Follow me.
someone was asking me something. What were you asking?
Did you answer the drawbridge question or something, or a different question?
What was the drawbridge question?
If it was up.
No, the drawbridge is actually down at the moment.
Ah. Is the can I
Know
see
what
the
the
winding
sickness?
mechanic? Winding mechanism
yes.
anywhere?
It
Does it
is
Workable or damaged?
it is damaged actually.
Yeah.
Anyone who has engineering can make an engineering check.
Ooh, I have knowledge engineering.
And make that check. Roll them bones. Spin them rocks.
Knowledge siege engineering.
19.
Not bad.
Habhab beats you with a 26. Although I would think you would probably know this as well, given your profession. It looks like somebody basically most of the time the way you would do this is you would slowly lower the gate. It looks like somebody just took a hammer and knocked the winch out of this thing, and it looks like the bridge had just like fell down. So you could still close this thing, but you would have to stop it from falling back down without the winch in there. Sort of like the little ratchet winch, you know.
Can I roll a
Right.
disable device check to see how this device is disabled?
It's already disabled. It's been disabled.
I know, but
Is
I want to
that,
see how it's disabled so I know exactly how to fix it.
Oh, like I said, so you know how usually like on like a ratchet or something like
The
that,
new
there's usually
winch.
like like a little
Think
winch
of it
that
like
like
a watch
stops it.
spring that has
Yeah, like
been
lock
wound
spring,
too
there you
far
go.
in the opposite direction.
And so and it looks like somebody just took a hammer and fucking smashed this thing.
Um,
So that the bridge just
The catching mechanism is no longer engaged.
you know what,
Yep.
Shane? Can we actually let Sawyer make that roll as long as I can DM it? Real quick.
sure. You're much more mechanically inclined than I am.
Is
No,
that is that what you say before you punch a robot in the stomach? I'm gonna knock the winch out of you.
No,
I was
if
just making
he's,
a
if
joke.
he's,
I
if
don't
he's-
need to make a check.
No, I just really think it'd be funny if you were to like make the roll and then no matter what you say, you'd just be like leg disabled.
Leg disabled.
Poorly disabled.
Pinch disabled. How did he get in here? I don't know.
Do we see
I
Teresa
don't
anywhere? Anywhere tracks or anything?
Yeah, through the
Like
door.
yes,
looking at-
like I said, you did see tracks leading towards the northern door.
We're standing before the final boss, a door.
So we head up the
the
stairs.
door open?
The door's not open.
Here's what I think.
It's locked?
I think
No, it's not open. You don't know if it's locked because you haven't tried it yet.
Oh, well, I just mean is it open or shut? Shut means locked, open means open.
No, it doesn't. Locked means locked. Shut means shut. Open means open. Turn
Actually,
that handle.
locked also means open, let's be honest.
Turn that handle.
Listen, if Knox is standing in front of a door, it's just open, guys.
It's open.
Okay?
It's open. 90% of the time it's open.
It's just open.
Hey, the
He's-
door's
he's-
open, guys. I don't think that was open, guys.
I don't I don't know how that.
I checked
Door's
it earlier.
unlocked.
I know it was locked.
He's the Apple company of the door world. It just opens.
It just opens.
Well,
Every
try the handle.
every door he goes to. Hey guys, it's unlocked.
Aewen opens the fucking door.
I opened it. I already opened
So you
There we
guys
go.
You
hear
open the door and you
it goes,
walk in.
And I
and
walk
that's
in.
where we call it.
Inside, you see a chapel.
Oh,
Take me to church.
Saren Ray.
We're going
as
to
far
the
as the,
chapel and we're finding
as
a
far as this, like, sort of, like,
werewolf.
meeting hole area in here, as bad as that was, this chapel is in rough shape. It looks like it has been torn apart.
Shattered and tattered.
You see pews that are just like snapped in half. You see like
Pews, more like PUs, am I right, guys?
you see like religious icons that have been tossed all over the place. It's difficult to know what went on in here, but it does not look like it was good.
Ragged
What,
and torn tapestries.
What icons are lying around?
Make me a religion check.
I can't.
There was
Knowledge religion?
Not exactly the church-going type.
There was a
I think Mrohy
British.
can do knowledge religion, right?
But
Nori-
I usually
Mrohy, I
rely on the cat's expertise in these situations.
Hot damn! You
my
definitely
gosh.
know. You're like, oh yeah,
Alabaster knows.
you've seen these icons before. The mousy girl back home carries these.
Saren Ray.
Saran wrap.
Oh, it's
Saran wrap
Saren
Ray.
Ray?
Yes, but
Oh,
this is a church to Sarenrae.
Okay, so Bernie would know this one. It's funny, as a paladin, he does not have knowledge religion.
Knox is like, is that the drinking one? That's the only way
No.
he knows. So
No, but he actually has
No,
a
it isn't,
mark
but-
that is in the shape
Well,
of the
Habs would
symbol
know.
of Saren Ray
Have to go.
on
No,
his
that's
hand,
Caden.
so he would
Whatever
see
his
that
name
right
is.
away.
Caden Kylian.
But yeah,
Caden Kylian.
Can you believe all this damage was done by one British man with a that had an anger sound turned up in his ear?
As you walk in, Bernie,
hmm
you see Teresa at the front of the church, bent down in front of a oh god, I had the word just a second ago and now I can't think of it. What's the
Altar?
fucking altar? Yes, the platform that they have at the front.
How'd you forget the word altar? That's
I
incredible.
don't know. Like whenever I try and like
he's not married.
speak, words just fly out of my head. Yes, you see her kneeling down at an altar, and you hear just like
Reverse speaking.
sobbing coming from the altar over there.
The altar's crying?
Well, no, but I mean it's
You can hear crying.
yes, you can hear more than crying. Full on like
Body racking sobs.
yes.
Wretches of sadness.
Yikes.
This ain't really my thing. So
Aewen walks up and just like sits down next to her, just trying to offer
As
presents but
you
doesn't say anything.
approach,
Oh boy, that's.
You
I
just
wouldn't have
hear-
done that.
she looks up and just kind of looks over to you with a 1,000-yard stare.
Aewen just doesn't really know how to handle this. So, like I said, she just sits down next to her, just offers presents because she has no words to give.
So you imagine you spent some time here. Looks like there's a great fight. So which side were you on? Were you the one defending? Or were you fighting for king and country?
Bernie.
As you ask this, she turns to you and she says, I told you not to come here. And the doors behind you close shut. And that's where we'll end it for this evening.
Just the screen goes sepia tone. You hear Roundabout by Yes start playing.
Knox goes invisible out of fear.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Knox
Catch
is
you
part
next week.
chameleon.